All right, guys. Here's something I've been thinking about for a long time. Okay. I'm going to try to make this one short, but we all know how it goes. Do not pay attention to the three rings on here. This is just for demonstration, no other reason. So, we all know this is what we end up with on the amplifiers for a remote, right? We'll get to that in a minute. But when a guy wants to run a remote, we get one of these slapped on there to use with a plug like this, and then we're told, oh, disconnect the power from here before you hook it, or disconnect the power for the amp before you plug this in, and da da da, because it'll short out. Well, it will. If you look here, I'll see if I can get it in focus. Let me turn it. Okay, so here and here, when you unplug this, there is a, if I can get it here now, come on. Oh, see? Right there. See, there's a split second where it's shorted out. When there's power going to the amp, it'll short that out. That's no bueno. We don't like that. I've always thought this was some really crappy, hokey garbage that's being put on these amplifiers, in my opinion. Okay, a lot of people disagree, and I've had disagreements about it. Well, I could hardly get this off also because it's such a cheap part that it spins. So you're trying to get the nut to tighten down on there. Of course, the washer's over there yet, but you go and try to tighten the nut down on there. And you can't because this sucker just keeps spinning. I mean, I can spin it with my finger. And how the hell do you keep it from spinning? I mean, it's pressed in there in the inside there. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Okay, so I didn't like this. And I don't want to have to go all the way out under the hood and disconnect the power, come all the way back around if I just simply need to rearrange something quick. Or I forget and I want to unplug it and maybe rearrange a bracket or take a peek inside to see if it's dirty or something. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't have to disconnect the damn power. Okay? Now, I know you can disconnect the power at the, like at the end of the wires here and whatnot. I didn't like it, right? I didn't like it. I want everything to be able to, I want to be able to leave this connected if I want to, right? I got some 120, this is only a 2-pill. I got some 125 amp Anderson clips I'm going to put on here and run it. Probably use the extra ground wire that's on there too, ground lug. Whatever, don't matter. 125 amp for a 2-pill, plenty good enough, okay? I can unplug it there. But if I don't want to, and I just want to unplug, the remote deal, this remote deal here, I just want to unplug the damn thing, for whatever reason. So here's what I came up with. And this has been on my mind for a while, and I finally have a reason to do it. So we're doing it, okay? I got myself one of these, okay? I got these are the cheaper ones, granted. But I got like 10 of them for $7-8 or whatever on Amazon. Okay. So one of these pins, let me look here. Let's see. Okay. So this, let me find my pointer. This pin right here isn't used. Okay. That's whether it's plugged in or not. It depends on whether this one is open or closed. This one is open or closed, right? It don't freaking matter. I just took that one off of there, got rid of it, used the other two. This one here is obviously your power side for the center pin. Okay, and you guys have seen these before. You get a meter that has a light in the back, a base meter or something. They all use these for that exact same reason. Okay, I use these on microphones. If I don't want to keep changing the battery or forget about the battery or whatever, I'll put one of these on the back and plug in a wall wart. 9-volt wall wart. It don't matter. I've done that with several things around here. In fact, I used one of these on that Echo box that I built as well. So anyway, So here's what we did. We took this half and put this half onto the amp. Run your 2 wires. I'll show you that here in a minute. And then on here, simple. And you could buy a cord already made up, but what for? Solder your 2 wires. I'm going to run some zip cord, like some 14 gauge zip cord probably. I got a bunch of it in there. I'm just going to run some zip cord from here up to the front and throw a toggle switch on it. You know, that's all them remotes are anyway, is a dang toggle switch inside that box. So I'm just going to run this sucker right up to the front with the wire and plug this in, because this is going in the trunk. You guys will get to see more of that in the future. But this here, as you can see, there's an insulating ring around there to ensure that it does not short out. So you plug it in, no worries whatsoever about anything shorting out. Unplug it, plug it in. Somebody said these wouldn't hold good enough, they'd fall apart. Well, I'm not swinging from the fucking thing, you know, excuse my language, but I'm not swinging from it. It gets plugged in, it's going to sit there, and the wire's going to flex, and, you know, it's going to ride along just fine. So anyway, that's what I did. If it don't work, it don't work. But, you know, I don't like that business. Oh, I forgot and I unplugged it and shorted it out. So in any case, that's what it looks like on the back here. I used the same place where this hunk of junk was. I did have to make the hole a little bit bigger, but not a big deal. And then, of course, when the wires came in, as you can see, I simply soldered them on. 1, 2. That's it, man. Solder the wires on, put the plug on, get you a little bit of zip cord or whatever wire you want to use to put it on there. Plug the sumbitch in, there's your remote. When you want to unplug it, unplug it. You don't have to fart around. The only other option besides this that I was going to go with, and I might still, if this really doesn't work out, is a mic plug. Male and female mic plugs. They're independent, they're separate, but still you go to jiggle them and you get them in the wrong orientation, they could short out. This here, there's no way in hell this is shorting out. And I like the fact that this is plastic, where this has metal all over the place. You know, I don't know, I just like this better. Plastic ring around here, plug it in, done, you know. But I just wanted to display this and show this to you guys. In case you've got a need for running a remote in your motor car, and you don't like that shorting out garbage crap that, you know, they put in them boxes anyway. In fact, if it were me, and I don't build boxes, I do a little bit of my own repair stuff, but if I was to buy a new box and I needed a remote, I would specifically ask for this. I would ask for this. Or even an XT90. You know, the ones we're upgrading the Strikers to. You know, this style here. Something that plugs straight away in. Obviously, this is the male end. The female end would go into the amp here. You know, but you got to cut, and it's more work, and then the builder's going to want more money and whatnot. But anything to isolate the two so they're not freaking shorting out. I mean, you could clearly see right there. It's shorting out. It's got them both connected together. That's why when you plug this stuff in for car stereo, or not car, you know, your home audio stuff, you hear, you know, it makes that funny noise because you're shorting everything out every time you use these. These are the dumbest thing ever. I do use the smaller 1/8" style on some stuff, things that doesn't matter. But this here, no, absolutely not, man. Keep it isolated. Keep it where you can plug it in and unplug it anytime you want. But anyway, this video is way too long, so with that being said, I'm going to post this on my page only for now, probably. Okay, damn cats. I might post it to YouTube. Okay, I might post it to YouTube. I might post it in a couple of the groups. But either way, wherever it's posted, wherever you see it, let me know in the comments what you guys think. If it's a good idea, it's a crappy idea. If you've tried it before and it didn't work, whatever the case might be, just let me know. So that being said, 7-3s. Hopefully we get some skip rolling again over here in Dairyland. That'd be kind of nice. I haven't had any for a while, so I'm working on some of these projects. But anyway, everyone, old Tin Man up here in Dairyland. We're outie. See ya.